Hi, my name is Mike McCoy, WD4AM, and this video is about an electronic lab, how to start your, or if you want to, have an electronic lab. I believe all amateurs and engineers, especially being a former broadcast engineer, and also my first class ticket I got back in the early 80s. And I love to work on the old antique electronics, amateur rated tube top gear, and to show you around the shop here what you need. First of all, if you could get a dual tray scope, this is a B&K. You can get 20 or 30 megs or 100 meg would be just fine. And also a good freak counter. Also over here on the bench you see a transistor and FET tester. Also I got some old analog Simpson meters and also new multimeters. A little small power supply, and also Syncor equipment. Here's an isolation transformer. And back in the old days, I used to build them. My first one, when I was a kid, I built right here. Got a variable resistor and a 120 volt receptacle. And down here, my Syncor capacitor checker. And also, you also need good parts. Here are my resistors, my capacitors, and also another box of capacitors, and also keep jumpers, my little soldering station of various different soldering guns, and you can see the bench work out right here more or less. Then over here, more test equipment. Have a liter patent generator, and also down here, this is military for SWR and watt meter for testing transmitters and transceivers, and an AC line voltmeter, and also various different cords, connected cables. Also the old tube tester, as you can see. And down here we have a audio signal generator, B&K, and I restored some of the old ICO tube type generators, and they still work. Application of the older gear come in handy. Also dummy loads. Also, it's good to have conductors, and you can pick these things up reasonable. A scope on eBay, 40 or 50 bucks, 30 or 50 megs. You know, you can pick them up. And also, the other part of the shack is you see electronic labs. I had another workbench, another scope. Always believe in good scopes, and also a computer to program the middle of Motorola's radios, and also just got recently restored this ICO wideband 460. There's a video of this. Of course, we got a little microwave, a fridge, and the parts right around close to, I would say, 5,000 vacuum tubes. And of course, a little grinder, coaxial cables, cabinets. These filing cabinets contain schematics, various different schematics, also accessory parts. As you can look around the station, another workbench. We have right here parts, capacitors, and also we have a nice, always keep a good power supply. This is an Acetron 25 amp variable power supply we keep on the bench. And also another freak counter, and also a couple old 6-meter transceivers. And another scope we restored was a Hitchcock. And these little scopes are pretty good for, you know, monitoring audio and various different things, and parts up here on the shelf. And you got to have your contact spray, lubricants, and more or less I work with a lot of high voltage equipment, and it comes in handy. Your resistors, always good to have your multimeters, and also I like to have the analog meters, like the Simpson 260. And also the little small one I use quite too, the 160. And it's just various different areas. So, you know, it's good to have your electronic lab. And you can do it, you know, you can pick up, like I paid $50 for this Syncor isolation transformer. I think $50 for the scope, $50 for the freak counter. You know, if you just look around, you can find the parts. And most of the equipment, test equipment, I repaired myself. Once again, this is WD4AM. My name is Mike McCoy, Lenoir, North Carolina. I urge all people interested in electronics in these areas Try to learn. Don't be just an appliance operator or just off the CB band and plug a microphone and be talking. Try to continue the amateur radio career in electronics and learn. You can learn from the old and also work with the new. This is WD4AM in Lenoir, North Carolina, talking about having your own electronic lab, and it doesn't cost that much. Thank you very much.